Hey loves, I'm here to tell you that you are your specific person's dream partner and you need to start knowing it right here and right now. So welcome back, guys. My name is Kyle August. Today is day 16 of our 21 days of love. So if you haven't checked out the other 15 days leading up to 21 days where you're going to manifest your specific person, I definitely would check it out. And I have a really good one for you guys today. It's totally understanding that you are, in fact, right now, without changing anything, your specific person's dream partner. And I'm literally going to guarantee you this. So the reason and the thought of this idea actually came up today recently in a coaching call I was having with someone, because they mentioned they were attempting to manifest their specific person, obviously, which all my coaching calls are doing and are going to achieve. But they said the phrase, "I'm the perfect partner for my specific person. I know it." But think about that statement. Think about the idea of knowing something, okay? And we're going to make a shift that is going to absolutely change the way that you view your reality. And it's the same shift that I helped this person do in the coaching session. But think about the idea of knowing something. What do you know? And then what is the difference between, instead of knowing that you are the perfect person for your specific person, I want you to believe it, okay? Are you in the essence of knowing or believing? Do you know you and your specific person are together, or do you believe that you and your specific person are together? And there is a huge difference. And I'll break it down with another really cool metaphor that's going to make this make a lot more sense. So think of tomorrow. Do you know that you could potentially receive $1 million, right? We know it. We know that that could happen, right? But do you believe it's going to happen? In the same way, we know our specific person could reach out to us tomorrow and ask us to marry them. We know that could happen, right? But do we believe it's going to happen and has already happened? And thinking about these two, you realize there is a heavy discrepancy or difference between the logical mind of knowing and the subconscious mind of believing. Because again, we know a lot of things. We know potentials about a lot of things that are going to happen in our reality, but it's all in the aspect of believing them. And this all starts with stopping your logical mind from tricking you into knowing something rather than believing it. Because the more we logically think about how or when our manifestation is going to come to us, that's more of a knowing rather than a believing. So think about the idea of your specific person showing up tomorrow to ask you to marry them, or you're getting a $1 million check in the mail tomorrow. We could be in a belief, but as soon as the how or when comes into effect, it pulls back and gets to a knowing instead, right? Because you would, like if I said you're going to get a check tomorrow for $1 million, you'd be like, that's awesome. Cool. We're in this belief state. When you accept something automatically like that, your subconscious mind is not going to offer any resistance up to it. Same thing with your specific person. But as soon as we think, well, what does Kyle actually know about that? Who's actually going to give me this $1 million check? Is it him? Is it another person? How am I going to get this, right? We start to just know that it could happen, and we pull our idea out of the wish fulfilled state, because belief and believing is the wish fulfilled. So in this case, I want you to look at you and your specific person right here, right now. Where are you knowing what and how and when and where to go and what should be happening and things could be happening, and where do you believe it? And a really easy instance to think about in this idea of knowing rather than believing is this kind of the difference between action and feeling. So when you and your specific person are together and maybe it doesn't go the way that you wanted, how many of us feel like we have to convince our specific person to like us? We need to talk to them. We need to see them. We need to tell them our side of the story so that they're like, oh my gosh, that's crazy that was your side of the story. On second thought, I'm actually in love with you. How many of us feel and think that way? I would say a majority of us, right? A majority of us think as soon as my specific person knows me and can talk to me, right? Then they'll be able to fall in love with me. But here's the thing. When it comes to your reality, and especially with manifesting a specific person, emotions and logic don't add up. Think of what you feel you are in love with. And let me ask you, if you think someone could logically convince you to love something else, okay? Imagine a random person on the street as compared to your specific person. Could a random person on the street convince you through logic and reasoning that you should love them instead? How would that work out? They could be like, oh, well, I'm always nice. I cook breakfast. I make a lot of money a year. I travel a lot. That's why you should like me. Are you going to have this overwhelming eruption of love towards that person or that individual? You're going to say, no. And you'd be like, well, why? And that's again because emotions and feelings are not logical. According to psychology, they are technically irrational because right now you have the ability to give yourself any emotion, any feeling, any belief, regardless of what is happening outside of you. And that is the power of manifestation. But we need to use it to our benefit because anytime we're logically attempting to convince our specific person, we've kind of strayed away from the power that's within, right? We've strayed away from that belief because you can't convince someone logically in the same way you can't force your reality to change to what you want. It all is within, through feelings, through assumptions, through beliefs. Those sorts of things and assumptions are going to reflect outside of us, not the logical convincing of your specific person. And the funny thing is just knowing this idea and acting it out. Again, go from knowing to believing. Look where you're trying to logically change and convince and take really hard, massive action to change your reality, and just believe instead. And that's the difference that's going to get you this level of results. So look at this person, and it is a success story I posted on my TikTok as well. So if you're from there, you've already seen this. But look, they got their ex back. Their specific person showed up to their house with roses and told them how much they love them, and even the third party is completely gone. And this is something that happened in my email coaching. But if this is something that you want to achieve too, remember, take this idea and this thought from knowing to believing, and you are going to see a massive shift in everything around you. Because why can't this be your reality? Why can't your specific person show up tomorrow to your house with roses? And you're going to be like, well, I know that they can, right? But why don't we believe it? Why don't we feel as if that truly is our reality, right? Why don't we feel and believe that way right here and right now, and you're going to get these results. And then if you did also want to get kind of results like this, something that was really getting this level of success was my seminar, Manifest Love Overnight. So definitely something to check out if you wanted to. I'll leave it in the description below if you did want to check it out, but totally up to you. But I absolutely love this idea today because it's so important when it comes to manifesting. Again, switching knowing to believing. Do you know something or do you believe something? Do you know your specific person loves you or do you believe your specific person loves you? Huge, eonically different idea. I don't even know if eonically is a word, but eons difference. That's a better one. But make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video if you did enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe as well because I don't want you to miss any of these awesome, amazing 21 days of love. Let me know too because I think I'm going to start introducing a success story with every single video. So let me know if you did like this success story. Leave a thumbs up for that success story if you want to achieve it too. Remember, also put any questions, comments in the comment section below, and you can also reach out to me on my website at kyleaugustcoaching.com if you did want to send me a personal question or you wanted to sign up for the email coaching, one-on-one coaching, or you can also check out the seminar is going to be on my website as well. But thank you guys so much for stopping by today and hanging out. I always love hanging out, making these videos. They're absolutely so much fun to do, especially when I have a really, really cool idea like the one that we had today. But I can't wait to see you next time. So make sure to subscribe, maybe hit the notification button for my video tomorrow. But I'll see you then.